Welcome to another episode, everyone. Well, so Hoover Gumby, he's here with Refuting TV. Shout out to Refuting TV. And he's threatening Milk 7-4. He's talking about the Hoovers. He thinks he's King Hoover. He's talking about the Hoovers. And this is the video I was talking about yesterday that I wasn't going to play. I didn't really want to get him into any trouble. But damn all that, at this point, it's on now. Now, I received many phone calls yesterday, FaceTimed them, etc. My OG homies who had a lot to say about Gumby and this entire situation. They just let me know that I had not done anything wrong and that, essentially they were on my side. Now, this old nice-ass dude, Gumby, this dude is nice. I have information about this individual that I just haven't exposed. If he says one more thing, though, about me, I'm going to expose it. I'm going to take the gloves off, Gumby. I'm going to take the gloves off and expose you, boy. Understand that. You wanted it, you got it. No one's going to attack me and just get away with it. That's not going to happen. Are you from Hoover, boy? And stop snitching on Big U. I'm going to get into that on my next video, the very next video. Gumby, stop snitching. All right? Stop snitching. And stop being upset because you did some bozo stuff. Something that's going to get you in trouble should you be convicted of it, by the way, and hit the yard. I kill somebody before I go PC. Gumby and PC don't go together. Really? Sure about that? Okay. Let's see. Say something else.
How do you feel about a lot of people saying, like, man, you got a lot of stuff. It's like the Bible says, you're calling out the speck in somebody else's eye when you have a log in your own. This is the narrative right now in Texas.
This is the thing, though. Listen, what I'm trying to explain to you is that all my victims and haters, right, they all ganged up against me, right? But the thing about it is I've been fighting this fight for a long time, and I've been winning. This is why they mad. This is why they mad. Everything out my mouth ain't no prayer book, but on West Side Hoover, everything that I say out my mouth, I really mean that. It is what it is with me. I don't really know, I'm saying, what they talking about.
It's like well, let me just say, like, it's like all of your beefs in a sense are with people from Hoover. You know what I'm saying? Like, every now and again.
True. If you beefing with Gumby, you not from Hoover. Period. If you on this internet right now beefing with me on Hoover, you're nowhere around us. On West Side Hoover, you ain't. You ain't around none of my nephews, none of that. You in Hawaii. You is all out PC'd up. And how you PC'd up in the free world? Bro, stop playing, bro. Stop playing, bro. And as for me putting Hoover business out here on the street, no, I just address it. That's all. On Hoover. Y'all just mad because I'm more aggressive than you is. On Hoover, I'm supposed to be. I'm from Hoover Street. Sick of this shit. Hey, man. Stop watching me. Watch your.
Speaking of.
Well, you're on the internet, bro, so you want people to watch you. That's why you're doing all of this stuff. This man just asked him, Refuting TV. He said, it seems like all of your beefs are with Hoovers. Yeah. Answer that question. And then he says, well, if you're beefing with me, you're not from Hoover. You're nowhere around. If you're beefing with me, you're in Hawaii somewhere. He's talking about Alshon Martin. Who made it clear that he was in Hawaii and they got a beef going. They have a very long, old beef going. They had fights and etc. And he's talking about that he's PC'd up, basically that he won't come to the hood. Talking about Alshon Martin. This is just to translate for y'all, keep you up to pace of what he's talking about. For sure, this is what he's referring to. But no one, Alshon Martin is not scared to come to the hood. He's been over there, bro. And now, of course, they're going to say I'm just taking up for Alshon. You know, this has been their narrative. But look at this dude here, man. This is your brain on drugs. 60 years old, going all Hoover though. That's all he talk about. That's all he can say. This is you. This is your life. This is what y'all want. He wanted the fame. He wanted to go viral. Came out telling his story. Had all this damn money. I'm not watching his pockets, but I know what went on. I know exactly what happened with that entire situation. And now he flat broke. Flat broke. Pay the homies the money that you owe them, bro. Pay the homie the money. Man, this dude, man. Bro, don't get me started, man. You understand? You know? Trust me. Man. But really, I'm started. You got me started. This is just a small taste. What I got for him today is just a small taste. Trust me. As I said, you open your mouth, I'm going to demolish you. I got something for you. You're done. I'm not worried about you. Nobody's scared of you, man. You ain't nobody. You're not King Hoover. You're not the face of Hoover. Boy, your nice ass. Stop snitching on Big U on a telephone, knowing that they're recording these calls, talking about a robbery that he did, and he hasn't been convicted of the robbery. Snitching on himself, too. About to get himself a conspiracy charge. These dudes weird.
Speaking of which, I do have to ask just because it's like the most, it happened on the internet.
And he always talking about his nephews. He ain't nowhere around my nephews. Bro, listen. Don't nobody give a damn about your nephews. Nobody. First of all, I know exactly who you're talking about. Second of all, I don't give a damn if I did know who you're talking about or if I did not. We all have people that love us. We all have people that have our backs, bro. We all have people that are willing to die for us and kill for us, not just you. Everyone that's in this life, in this gang, in this culture. We all have hitters. We all are a phone call away from making some shit happen. My guy, what are you talking about? You nowhere around my nephew. F your nephews, boy, and you.
You know what I'm saying? It'll be different. I be trying to stay away from the Hoover business. You know what I'm saying?
Ask what you need to ask, because you about to piss me off too.
Well, on No Jumper, Wack called in with two people, right? And essentially, the phone call went viral, and the guys on the phone were accusing you of harboring a snitch.
What we supposed to do? They talking about whatever they showed me, bro. I told you then that was some because this what they told us. Period. I know y'all ain't got no paperwork. This nigga ain't never been on no stand or no like that. Y'all talking about some y'all releasing in bits and pieces. Okay, then if somebody feel that they want to do something to this, y'all come do something to him. What the? Everybody talking about Gumby this, Gumby that. No, y'all do something to him. Y'all, it's all on me, for. No, what you mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, harboring a snitch. Okay. I already told you about the character of one of the individuals on the phone. And the other individual on the phone, you know what I'm saying, it's a sad situation. You know what I'm saying? This situation, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to get into no detail about anything. I'm just going to address what you said. In regards to that whole little video that they sent, the interrogation, you know what I'm saying, and Hefe, you know what I'm saying, he scrutinized it. You know what I'm saying, everybody pretty much scrutinized it. And at the end of the day, it looked bad. But couldn't nobody say that he told on nobody specifically. Of course we seen it, and was whispering and this, that, and the other, right? But my whole thing is this right here. So if I'm being accused of harboring a snitch, all you Hoovers who seen that video, right? And y'all was hanging around him too, and y'all knew him, let him pull up, the whole shits. Milk 74 say, y'all harbored a snitch too. On Hoover he did, that's what he said. On Hoover, I heard him, I seen him in my own eyes. Yeah, you bust right, I'm on your head. And when my nephews see you, on Hoover, have that same energy. Stay in that little downtown apartment if you want to, Hoover. You gotta come out sometime. You done played yourself with this one, Buster.
Man, what Milk do? Here we go with his nephews again. Now Milk got to stay in his downtown apartment because if he comes out, you already know what it is with his nephews. Keep that same energy, nephew's gonna get him. Now he's threatening Milk. But why? You just said he's talking out of both sides of his mouth. He just said, Real Tune just said that there was a question about you harboring a snitch, which, by the way, I'm going to get into. He was harboring a snitch. So, and he says, well, if I was harboring a snitch, then all of the homies was harboring a snitch too. Everyone who was allowing him to pull up and all of that, and they didn't do anything to him, they were harboring a snitch. And then he says, Milk 74 said the same thing on his channel, basically. That if Gumby was harboring a snitch, all of y'all was harboring a snitch. And then he just spazzes out. I saw that too, Milk. Yeah, with your bust that. Ooh. He just said the same thing that you said. You just started off by saying, if I was harboring a snitch, you was throwing all the homies under the bus, saying they was all harboring a snitch too. It wasn't just me. The homies was harboring a snitch too. They was letting them pull up. They was around them too. You snitching on the homies now. So Milk said the same thing. Basically, taking up for you, saving you. Saying, well, if Gumby was harboring a snitch, all y'all was harboring a snitch. Like, you can't just put it all off on Gumby. Gumby's not the only one that was around this individual. It's what Milk was saying. It's what Gumby is saying. So why, when Milk says it, he can't come out of his house anymore? Dude, like he said, you get into it with every Hoover, just want to threaten everybody. Who you think you are? The hell? Last I checked, you bleed like everybody else. These dudes crazy.
It's like as this is going on, right? Well, let's stay here for a second.
Shout out to my young homie Milk. Shout out to my young homie Milk from 7-4. And there's no question, bro. If you go back to my prior videos, you will know, many of you know, that's been around my channel from the beginning, or even some time ago, that Milk and I, Milk 7-4, and I were in the cell together in the county jail, in the Los Angeles County Jail. The whites had attacked Milk for being white and being from a black gang, being from Hoover. The Hoovers responded, retaliated. Baby Groove Mac, Forlo, Porky, rest in peace. They all caught cases. They attacked the whites for attacking Milk. I spoke about it on my channel. Go find the videos. So when the whites had attacked Milk before I moved into the cell with him. And when I found out what happened, I heard what happened, I got on a tier, Milk could tell you, and Milk has mentioned this before, I got on a tier in the county jail and said anyone touches Milk again is going to die. Because I just pulled up. I said this on a tier. And I was indeed talking to the whites. And they knew it. So I had Milk's back then. I've always had his back. And he can't come out of his house. Ain't nothing going to happen to him. Ain't nobody going to do nothing to him. He's from the set. He's from Hoover, bro. And I got more love and respect for Milk. I did time with him. So I wouldn't allow anybody to just put their hands on him. Ain't nothing going to happen to Milk. Knock it off. Nobody's scared of you dudes.
Right after that call, it was like you went on the internet and called out Wack 100. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Wack 100. Listen. Let me explain something to y'all. This man is a whole, like, I'm beginning to learn the internet as I walk through and I fuck with people, right? Even including your right? But at the same time, y'all dudes is real content dudes. That dude, Wack, is not a gang member. Anybody, next time he say on Pyro, say you're lying. He's not a gang member. He's a complete civilian. Complete. Along with all the laws and guidelines what a civilian got. Listen to what I'm telling you. Okay. He don't give a who, when, whatever. He don't give a as long as he can be in the content, he's relevant. As long as y'all keep bringing him up, he's relevant. And he got something on Adam 12. He got something. He got to be blackmailing Adam 12. He got to be. He only with he can get over on. If he got anything, if he feel like you can challenge his authority in any type of way, on Hoover, you out of there. He didn't try to assassinate my character about 15 times already. Keep trying on Hoover. You can try all you want to. See, 'cause I'm really in the streets with these little niggas. I'm with the little niggas on Hoover. We had a whole Hoover picnic parade in this fully on Hoover. Stop playing with me, bro. I ain't here to go back and forth with nobody who play with the police, bro. That's why I can't really get too far into them situations about this phone call. And saying once again, I apologize to my community for the way these weird ass try to, you know what I'm saying, play us out like that on game. But it's all good. They already know what it is. Hoover though. What else you want to know?
Well,
no, you as I said when I reacted to that video with the homies calling in, talking to Gumby on No Jumper, Gumby should have cut the conversation short immediately. So you engaged in this conversation yourself on the internet, on No Jumper. You went back and forth with the individuals that called in, Alshon Martin and Lil Hoover Lou. And I just spoke with Big Hoover Lou, by the way. Just communicated with him. Boy, these dudes, man. You don't know who you talking to. You don't know who you talking to, boy. What? The people love the big fella. This dude done lost his mind. People love the big fella. I got people that love me, man. Some real strong individuals. Some high-ranking individuals. Clown. But you wanted it. I didn't ask for it. I was over here minding my own business, like I always do. And I look up, people sending me the video of this dude saying what he said. Johnny, man, are you even from Hoover? Did you go to two funerals? Won't you come to the hood? Won't you get out of the hood? Oh, that's right. You did that for 6 months when you ran to Fort Worth, Texas, and refused to come back to the hood just a little. Oh, that's right.
As this is happening, right? You have the situation in Fort Worth where now the video is circulating in California, where the headlines are saying your life is in danger.
My life been in danger since I stepped off the porch. I'm really from Hoover. I can't go where? On West Side Hoover. I spent New Year's on Cold Clock with my little homies on Hoover. What you talking about? What are you talking about? Life in danger? That ain't nothing. Who the fuck you think started Stay Dangerous? The Hoovers did. What you mean? They just popping it. See, but I'm in the trenches where really popping shit and getting popped. So that shit ain't nothing. He just wants some attention. And the worst part about it is that he misled, bro. I don't even feel no way about him. He just misled, right? But you best believe that you ain't the only one that got the buttons on their shit, partner. I mean, like, it is what it is. I'm not gonna fight nobody who is so adamant about being wrong. Y'all go be wrong on Hoover Street, gang.
Well, there has been people who've come out on T-Rail's show back on Fig and said, you know, that they like shouted out Fort Worth.
Shout out for Fort Worth as well. Shout out Fort Worth. But I ain't shouting out the that we talking to. So last time when I said Fort Worth, right, that was directly directed at the I was talking to on the phone who disrespected me. So I was trying to disrespect that any way I could. Because if he would have been there, it would have been an issue on Hoover. We ain't got no lighters in here.
I mean, I know y'all got some lighters in
Do
there.
what you supposed to do.
Yeah, all right, whatever. There you have it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Gumby, threatening Milk, 7-4. Shout out to Milk, as I said, the young homie. I got your back, bro, as always. Understand that. And whatever that means, you know, I'm not saying that nothing can happen to me. I can lose my life like anyone else. That's okay. I've been shot with a 12 gauge, bro. I was 9 days away from my 13th birthday. 12 years old. When I say close range, I mean, dude ran right up on me. Right, I'm talking about he was right here. Pointed at my head first, and then came down and was trying to take off my Johnson. I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to get Larry. But when he shot, the gauge kicked so much, boom, that it moved over and got me right here in my upper left thigh. But anyway, so I've been through it all. I've been hit by cars, beat with bats, stabbed with hammers. I'm still right here. Not saying that I won't be, that I can't be. I don't care. It is what it is. I'm gonna stand on what I'm gonna stand on. If you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. I plan on dying for something that I believe in anyway. I never planned on dying a natural death. My temperament won't allow it. I'm dying out fighting for the people. So it is what it is, bro. But this dude, you know, I'm not going to make it seem like all of a sudden Gumby is a mark, that he's a buster. He's not. You know, he's from Hoover. He's not a mark. He's not a buster, bro. I'll be faking and lying if I all of a sudden try to say something like that. Nevertheless, you know, just put on that he got going on the internet. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. There's been a lot going on behind the scenes, and I've been knowing all about it, of course. Just some things I don't speak on. People think I speak on stuff and speak on Hoovers and all that. Man, there's a lot of stuff I don't speak on. A lot of business I do not tell. Even the stuff that happened in prison and in county jail and all that. A lot of names I don't mention. A lot of stories I don't tell, bro. Trust me. I have so many stories up here. So many things that have happened that has just been outrageous. They could probably put my life in danger telling these stories. It's going to out so many people. I'm serious, man. This stuff is crazy. Stuff that I've witnessed from these killers, these gangsters, these OGs. They cannot say the same about me, so I don't worry about it. They can't say the same about me. They cannot. If they say anything like that, they lying, bro. They gonna tell you, nah, anyone gonna tell you, unless he's lying. That was with me, anywhere with me, in my 30 plus years of incarceration, that dude stayed down the entire time, period. So that's Gumby, threatening Milk, as we said. Now, next, I'm going to go ahead and get into Gumby, you know, basically dry snitching on Big U. Trying so hard to be the biggest Hoover in the world, getting on the phone, saying all kinds of stuff. And as I said, this is very mild right now. My response and my reactions are tamed. This is nothing. I haven't even warmed up. Trust me. Even with the next video, this is not even a warm-up. As I said, you run your mouth again. Then I'm going to take the gloves off. Right now, they're on. The gloves are all the way on right now. This is nothing. Shit, I know, boy. You talk again. I'm going to take the gloves all the way off. You understand? Nobody cares about your nephews or nobody else that So what? They said it's not even a high power in Las Vegas County Jail. You talking about he in high power? This dude want to be Tookie or somebody, Monster Cody or somebody so damn bad. I'm not done with him. Stay safe and stay free, people.